it's a very special box. Malabrigo. Hello knitters, Barbara Benson here. I'm an independent knitwear designer who also likes to make videos here on my YouTube channel, Watch Barbara Knit. If you'd like to know more about my knitwear designs, please check in the description below, and there you will find a link to my Ravelry page where you can find out what all patterns I have that you could purchase and knit up for yourself. Also in the description below, you will find a link to the Watch Barbara Knits Facebook group. We'd love to have you come over and join us so we can continue the conversations that we're having here on YouTube, and always love chatting with people here in the comments. Today for you, I have a vlog for May of 2018. House is still a little chaotic. The basement is actually finished. If you've been following the saga of my overachieving toilet, the basement is pretty much completely finished, and now that it's finished, they're gonna start tearing up the upstairs. Yay! Regardless, you know, just trying to keep a happy face on it and look on the bright side of everything. I wanted to get this video done because in the next couple days they're going to come and start banging up all the tile in our bathroom, which is directly on the other side of that wall. So there won't be any videos made while that particular brouhaha is going on. But enough about my house. Let's talk about some knitting. So I'm pretty excited. If you remember, I made a video of the stuff I brought home from Yarn Fest when I taught in Colorado at the Interweave Yarn Fest, and I purchased some yarn from Black Wolf Fibers that I was super excited about playing with. It is a 75% alpaca, 25% cormo blend. And here, this is what I have left of it. It is an amazing green, but I got to knitting, and you guys are going to see something that's still in process. Huge surprise, made a shawl. Looky there. And the green, this green is so delicious. It's almost, I don't even know how to describe this green. It's the color of a rainforest or maybe an evergreen forest. It's got these rich, bright greens. And what I ended up making is this shawl. It starts on this end. And you can see I haven't woven my ends in yet. So that's why I'm saying it's still in process. I haven't woven in my ends and it hasn't been blocked. I still don't know how this particular blend is going to block. I'm very interested. And I think I'm probably going to use my remnants and actually end up knitting some swatches and doing some fairly aggressive blocking and seeing what it does. I don't think I'm going to aggressively block this shawl because I love the texture I got with this shawl. So it starts in this corner with a cast on of 3, and it goes back and forth. And then I have this little lace pattern we're doing. Can you see it? Maybe. And it just repeats and repeats. And the solid texture part keeps getting bigger, but the lace stays the same along the top edge. I was kind of trying to invert, because typically what you do when you have a shawl is you have the laces along the bottom edge, and I thought it would be fun to have the lace along, it's essentially a lace trim, but it's along the top end. And so then it goes all the way to here, and then this is the bind off. But it's a deep smooshy. I'm so excited about it. It doesn't have a name yet. I still have to block it. I still have to write up the pattern. See, the thing is, when you're a designer, actually knitting the thing is maybe 50% of the way done. I still have to photograph it. I got to figure out what to name it. I got to decide. I might test knit it. I was thinking this could be fun because It could be fun to test knit it and see what it looks like in other yarns, because I think because it's open-ended, it starts on the one end and you just kind of knit till you run out of yarn. I think it's going to be super flexible as far as how much yardage you have. And this is a sport weight, but I am willing to wager it would easily work in fingering weight, or worse, bigger or smaller. Look how smooshy it is. I'm so excited about it. But it's May and it's in Georgia and I'm already getting hot, so it's going to come off. So tell me what you think of this shawl. Anybody have any suggestions for names? I'm excited about it. You can see, look, that's where it took 2 skeins. That is where the skein, and that's actually kind of cool. So it took 2 skeins, right? So all of this, from this point to here, was 1 skein, and then this was the rest. And what that is as the rows get longer and longer and longer, it's ridiculous. Now, I probably could have gotten, I might have been able to squeak out 1 more repeat, but as I showed you, I still have this much left, and I weighed it with my handy dandy scale, and I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret when it comes to my patterns. I design my patterns to use right about 90% of the yarn that I have available, because I know that not a lot of people like to swatch for shawls. Go figure. I know all of you swatch, but believe it or not, there are some people who don't. So I know that sometimes people's gauge can be off, and I don't want people to be sad. So I stop while there's still yarn on the table for people to work with. I have a few patterns that took up almost all yarn, but I will always say that in the Ravelry page. So this one, I probably could have gotten another repeat out of it, but I decided to stop anyway because I think I would have been very close to playing yarn chicken. But, and again, the way this pattern is written, you can stop wherever you want. So it is an in-between, and I did it on size 8 needles. So it's a fairly big needle. It is pretty cool. Okay. Now, what else? I have a list of things I want to talk about. The mystery Knitalong. Super excited. So in the library with the candlestick, I put it up on Ravelry on April 25th, and the first clue is coming out May 25th. So let me look at my calendar. Is that sometime next week? Yes, next Friday. So that is when the first official clue is going to come out. Right now in the Ravelry group, what we're doing is talking about colors. And when you buy the pattern, it starts out and you're getting a little setup, which is a great place to swatch to see if you like the way your yarn is performing. And it's a great way, because it's striped, to see how the colors that you're selecting so will get along together. So we have been chatting amongst ourselves, and people are showing off their choices, and people are giving opinions, because everybody's got opinions, and finding out and toning in on what colors people want to use, so that on May 25th, we are ready for that first clue. We're going to be doing some mosaic lace. It's got to be a lot of fun. I will definitely put a link in the description below to the pattern page and to the Ravelry group thread if you want to come over and check it out. A reminder that right now, the pattern costs $4. When I release clue number 1, it goes up to $4.50. Now, I want to make it clear, because there's been a little bit of confusion. You only pay once. You pay once. So if you buy it right now at $4, you will get all the updates, and it will only have cost you $4. But if you want to wait and see what other people have done and get some spoilers, and you want less of a mystery, the price will go up with each clue. So on the 25th, it'll go up 50 cents. And then when the clue is released the next week, it'll go up 50 cents till eventually it's its full price of $6. But some people were thinking that they were going to have to pay 50 cents to get each clue. And I totally would not do that to y'all. And I don't even know if I could make Ravelry do that. The price point that you buy it at is how much you pay. So if you want to pay $4 for it, you need to buy it before May 25th. I hope that makes sense. But come on over, see the colors that people are picking out. I'm really excited to see everything, and people are... When I knit something, it's in that color, and it's like permanently in that color in my brain. And so seeing the colors that other people are putting together is really exciting for me, because I'm like, oh, I would have never thought of those colors, but they're perfect. So if you like playing with color, come on over for the In the Library with the Candlestick Mystery Knit Along. Okay, what else? I wanted to remind you that the Knit Crate raffle, I opened up May's Knit Crate. There's an unboxing. I'll put a link to it. And we are giving away the yarn that came in that Knit Crate. It is this box right here sitting on my desk. So if you want to enter that giveaway, you need to go to Rafflecopter and enter it. I'll put a link in the description below. The deadline is the 18th. Just wanted to mention that quickly. But speaking of boxes, I'm going to do a wee little unboxing for y'all. And this is just opening up a box, but it's a very special box. Malabrigo. I don't think I have mentioned it here on my YouTube before, but I actually work for Malabrigo. I am their design coordinator. And what that means is that I work mostly with independent designers who want to knit in Malabrigo yarn, and I coordinate with them, design coordinator, getting them yarn and planning things and scheming and plotting and doing things. We have one program called Malabrigo Quickies, where what it is once a month we release a pattern that uses only 1 or 2 skeins of yarn, and they're supposed to be things that can be knit up very quickly. And so I had to, get proposals for those designs and go through them and decide which ones we are going to do, and then facilitate the independent designer. And the independent designer is designing it and publishing it, and they sell it just like they would any other independent design. And I also work on the Malabrigo Freelance Pattern Project, which is a similar thing, but it only comes out 4 times a year because they're collections. Again, it's one of Malabrigo's things about supporting independent designers and, you know, new creativity and fun. But I do other stuff. I write stuff for them, but I also get to play with their yarn, which is super, super fun. And this is a brand new thing they just started. This is the first shipment. They are doing a subscription box. And what it is this first, they're going to be themed. This is the first one. There are 3 shipments and it's already full. So I'm not giving you a link or I'll give you a link to the pack site, but you'd have to wait for the next one if you're interested. And what it is this theme is all test yarns. So they're yarns that actually aren't out yet. And then, you know, the next theme might be variegated yarns. I don't know. They don't tell me what it is until, you know, later on. But they said it was okay for me to unbox. They sent me one because I am helping run their Ravelry group for it and the Knitalong for the pattern that came with this. So that was a lot of information, but that is why I'm opening this up. I'm so excited. I'm excited. Now, I have knit with this yarn before, but it was just the natural colored yarn. I had to find out like its drape and everything, but I haven't had it colored yet. So this is the pattern it came with. No, you guys like me to try to ikigai. No, not happening. So it's a cowl, and it's a beautiful textured cowl, and the yarn that is in here, look at that. Oh my goodness. This is cashmerino. It is 20% cashmere and 80% Malabrigo merino wool. This is a DK Sportish weight yarn, 150 yards in 50 grams. and they're only 50-gram skeins, and that happens a lot because it's got cashmere in it. When you get into these luxury yarns, they usually put them in smaller put-ups because they're more expensive, because they're luxury. Oh, it is so soft. This color is Frank Ochre. It is absolutely, it's like a glowy goldy color. So you guys would not believe how soft it is. It's a plied yarn. And so what this is this is just a test yarn they've done. They don't know if they're going to put it out in full production or not. They're just playing with it and seeing if they like it and testing, making new yarns. It came with an envelope, which I was not expecting. What is in this envelope? Malabrigo stickers. I totally want to put these on my car. I will totally put the Malabrigo magnet on my car. That's fabulous. So it came with a Malabrigo magnet and a couple Malabrigo stickers, which is super fun. I wonder what I can stick them on. I will figure it out. It looks like, I don't know, but I'm excited about the magnet. I bet it'll stick. I just stuck it on the side of my computer. I think I might leave it there. That makes me feel all fancy and Malabrigo-y. But, so that is the Malabrigo pack that I received. See if this has anything interesting. Yes. It is a cable ply, which is super cool. And what cable ply means is that it's a total of 4 plies. But what they do is they take 2 plies and ply them together. And then you have 2 plies and you ply them together. So you have 2 2-ply strands that are then plied together for a total of 4 plies. But it's a different structure than if you just did all 4 plies together. So let me show this to you again. Ooh, it's so soft. Oh. I mean, if you felt Malabrigo, you know it's soft, but the cashmere just, it's like Emerald. He kicked it up a notch. I'm ridiculous. So there was a little tiny unboxing for you guys. I'm so excited to have my pretty, pretty yarn. And it's ridiculous that I'm excited about the Malabrigo box, but it just, anybody else obsessed with box? I love boxes. I love all kinds of boxes. The Container Store is like one of my favoritist places to go. And my favorite place in the Container Store is in the back, where there's that aisle that has all the little plastic boxes that are different colors. And some of them are like this big. And I'm like, what would you put? I have no idea what I would put in a tiny, tiny box this big, but I need it. I need it. And then I want a bunch of boxes that you can stack together. I love boxes. So did I talk about everything I wanted to talk about here for May? I talked about my crazy house is still being crazy. And I just want to give y'all a heads up. I am moving the first week of June. You can see I haven't packed much yet. It's going to be kind of crazy. So I'm going to do my best to make sure I have at least 1 video a week, but things might get a little hinky over the next few weeks because my son's school ends on January 1st and I am moving, June 1st. And I am literally leaving my house on June 4th. So it's going to be crazy. But I showed you my cool new, oh, it's so squishy. I wish you guys could feel how squishy this is. My new shawl. I talked to you about my mystery knit along. Reminded you of the Knit Crate giveaway. I hope that y'all are having a wonderful May, whichever hemisphere you are in. I believe the seasons are changing, and I hope that they are changing nicely for you. We personally are heading into summer, but I believe on the other side of the globe, everybody's heading into the winter months, which I have the hardest time wrapping my brain around. And then on the equator, do you really have any seasons at all? I just think it's just awesome all the time would be my guess. And I'm just babbling at this point. Thank you guys for joining me here and chatting with me. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. If you have any suggestions for videos you'd like to see, I'm always up for seeing that. It's going to be fun once I'm in Florida. We might do some outdoor stuff, go to the beach. Y'all want to go to the beach with me? Could be fun. If you like this video, please give it the thumbs up, click that like button. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload a new video, please subscribe to my channel and select notifications. Thank you so much.